Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for all of your likes, your shares, and your comments. If you do not subscribe to my channel, please do, because I do actually upload weekly and monthly tarot forecast. And if you are interested in additional guidance aside from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, please head over to either Facebook or Instagram and follow me there, because I do actually draw and upload a daily oracle guidance card every single day. And of course, if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please head over to northeasttarot.com and read about how I offer my private readings. Please be sure to watch your sun, your moon, and your rising sign for these general tarot forecasts to get the most insight. If you do not know what your sun, moon, or rising signs are, I do actually have listed below in the description bar a website that can calculate that for you for free. So again, I just want to thank you all for your support. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Aries, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of March 20th through the 26th. This is for Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising signs. Okay, wow. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, Aries, I do have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords, Aries, for some of you, you might be very much in the mind. Just don't allow this energy to hinder you. Don't allow this energy to affect you in a negative sense. For some of you, you're definitely worrying. You might feel stressed out. You possibly could be losing sleep when it comes to a particular matter. Not all of you are going to maybe resonate with that. Only some of you. So just take caution. Try to stay out of your mind. Try to stay positive. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. You have some very powerful, very positive energies around you this week. I think that you're definitely, for many of you, you're going through some change. You could very well be completing maybe a very long chapter here or a very long cycle within your life, because the overall energy for the week, Aries, is the World. So with the World, for me, this is a very blessed energy. For some of you, maybe something has come full circle. For some of you, maybe you're simply just completing a very long chapter within your life and you're now moving on to that next chapter. I do always say with the World that patience is required. You are easing out of one chapter and easing into the next chapter. So for some of you, you're going through that, maybe this transformation, this transitional period, and patience is required. So needing to remain positive. This is very beautiful. You are surrounded by a lot of very blessed energy here, Aries. Just stay out of your mind, though. Again, patience is required. So try to, remain positive while you are going through this change. For some other Aries, because this is a general reading, for some of you, you could be traveling. For some of you, you definitely could be traveling. You could be moving to a new home, because I have the Ace of Pentacles here, but then I also have the Ten of Pentacles sitting with the Hierophant here, and the Ten of Pentacles can very much represent real estate. And with this ace here, for some of you, you certainly could be moving to a new home. Maybe you're in the process of doing this right now, and maybe you're waiting on a decision. For some of you, maybe you're trying to sell your house, but a decision could be quite significant for some Aries. But you're definitely moving on. For many of you, you're completing a chapter, you're moving on to that next chapter. For some Aries, you possibly could be moving house. For other Aries, with this Ace of Pentacles, this is a solid new beginning. So this is a solid new beginning that is going to add more stability or security to your life in some way. So for some of you, it's going to be a new home. For other Aries, it could be a new job. You certainly could even be starting your own business. This also could be an inheritance with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. For some Aries, maybe you're receiving an inheritance here. With the Six of Pentacles, or excuse me, not the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. And it's interesting that I just said that, because The Six of Pentacles is a very generous energy, and it represents either giving or receiving. And again, with this Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, again, some of you could be receiving some money or an inheritance. I think it's interesting that I just said that. What I meant to say was the Six of Swords, and that kind of slipped out. So I think that definitely, for some of you, is very significant. Now, this Six of Swords is all about moving on from difficulties, moving from stormy waters to much more calmer waters. For some of you, I think you're moving towards peace of mind. With the Eight of Swords, you very well could have been dealing with some challenges, some difficulties, some confusion, maybe even fearing the worst with the Eight of Swords, very much stuck in your head, fearing the worst, having a lot of doubts. I see many of you moving away from this. I think that some of you are actually moving towards peace of mind, mentally maybe very focused on moving forward and moving away from challenges, because we also have Judgment here, which is you literally rising up from difficulties, rising up from the ashes. This is rebirth, recovery. I think that some of you are literally getting over maybe some sort of challenging situation or difficulties, being in a negative frame of mind. I think that some of you are actually in the process of healing yourself and moving on, moving away from difficulties. With Judgment, this also could be that decision that's very significant. For some of you, this could be a legal decision or a decision regarding a family matter, regarding this Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, could be receiving a decision in regards to this Ace of Pentacles. You also could be the one, Aries, who is making a decision. For many of you, with the Hierophant here and then the Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant can represent those very important documents. With the Ten of Pentacles, again, this can represent real estate. So for some of you, you're maybe receiving a decision or making a decision. You could be also signing some documents or receiving maybe some important documents, maybe in regards to real estate, or again, an inheritance or something like that. But the Hierophant is also all about keeping the faith. So for those Aries that are maybe losing sleep or very much in the mind, still in the process of healing, you need to remain positive. You need to keep the faith. The Hierophant does also represent, you know, for me, large companies, the government, of course, marriage, more traditional relationships, and with the Ten of Pentacles here, for me, the Ten of Pentacles can very much represent like a married couple, family matters. So for some of you, your relationship, especially if you're a married Aries, your relationship could be going through some sort of great change with death here. For some of you, you could have, you know, ended a relationship. I'm not really getting that too strongly. For some of you, maybe there's just this great change that's taking place. With death, it's something either ending, something is no more, and it's creating that space for something new to come in, or death is all about transformation, so something changing the way that it once was, it's no more. So for some of you, maybe your relationship is transforming for the better. Maybe that's something that you're worried about for some Aries, and you need to have faith, you need to remain positive. And then for other Aries, I think that this is definitely financial matters, business matters, could be, again, a family matter, something involving maybe something legal, an inheritance or something like that. With death, there is great change that's coming in. With the Strength card here as well, for some of you, you might need to be patient, again, with the world. This could be a bit of a process here. You're definitely going through this maybe transformational period. And with Strength, you might really need to go within and rely upon your inner strength with having to wait, or just simply having to be patient while you're going through these changes here. But this is very positive. So, you know, for those of you that, you know, maybe you're completing a cycle, completing a chapter, you're moving on, you're moving forward. or if something has just completed within your life, maybe there was an ending. With that, there is this rebirth that's taking place, this healing energy that's coming in for you. I see good things coming in. I see you moving towards new beginnings, peace of mind. So this is very positive, honestly. So yes, I see many of you going through these changes, but this is very, very positive changes. Maybe some of you, this is, you know, this was needed. And with the Eight of Swords, for me, it can be a restrictive energy, and it can be a self-restricting sort of energy where someone is holding themselves back. Someone is too nervous, too scared to move forward. For those of you that have been stuck or too nervous to move forward, with Judgment here, you could literally be hearing the call for action. You could definitely be receiving like some sort of awakening or realizing something this week, and that is maybe pushing you to move forward in some way, because change is coming through for you. Let me pull you an additional guidance card. Overall, I see this as a very positive week. You're moving towards new beginnings. For some of you, you're going through this rebirth. And this is some beautiful, very blessed energy that's around you. Financially, I don't see it being a bad week whatsoever. Some of you are maybe receiving like an inheritance or something like that. You also could be moving house or in the process of moving house. I'm going to choose from these cards here. There could be a Taurus or an earth sign energy that is significant for some of you. And then for some other Aries, there possibly could be a Leo or even a Scorpio that is significant this week. All right, very nice. I love this, Aries. We have Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So you're coming through very strong and powerful this week. So for those of you that maybe previously were holding yourself back in some way, maybe too nervous to move forward, you could definitely be hearing the call. This week, you could be taking some action, or at least making a decision, and mentally maybe even moving forward in some way, but you are coming through very powerful. So I do think it's going to be an amazing week for you, Aries. I do hope that you found this reading helpful. If you do happen to have a birthday this week, Aries, happy birthday, and I wish you a wonderful week. Take care.